Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to another Sacred Pause meditation. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. I hope that you're all taking care of yourselves in this very peculiar time. And in true Mary fashion, I'm very much known for my hugs. I give you all a hug, a real one, not a virtual one, and a huggle. So for those of you that missed the meditation the other night, a huggle is very simple and very effective. So we can all have a huggle wherever we are in the world right now. So left hand on right shoulder, right hand on left shoulder, and give yourself a huggle. If you want to stand up and wiggle your bum, if you want to stand up and smile at yourself, if you want to stand up and do a dance in the kitchen while you listen to this meditation, you do what's right for you. If you want to sit down, if you want to lie down, but in your own way, please open sacred space. Please call in your spirit guides, power animals, and those in the etheric world that work with you on a day-to-day level that sometimes we forget. And those of you that don't know about spirit guides and power animals, we all have a guardian angel. We all have spirit guides. Whether we know who they are or not, it's completely irrelevant. For those of you that may be interested, one of my spirit guides is Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. I'm very honoured and privileged to work with her today. So as we go into meditation, if you want to leave your hands in the huggle position or in the prayer position or across your chest, across your arms, on your belly, just take your attention to your breath. Breathe in for 3 and breathe out for 5. Breathe in for 3 and breathe out for 5. And as you deepen into meditation and your mind begins to quiet, give your body a prayer of thanks for all the things it's done for you today. The average breath is 72 beats of the heart per minute. 60 minutes in an hour. And for those of you good at maths, your heart has been working very hard in the last 24 hours, which is why it's the most important muscle in your body, the strongest. All the 50 or 70,000 thoughts that your mind has had, let's give a thank you and appreciation to your mind. Let's thank the eyes for all the things they've let you see today. The physical eyes and the non-physical, the third eye. Maybe you've had some wonderful dreams, or maybe you've been using your vivid, creative imagination. And let's take your attention to the lungs for all the breaths that you've taken today. And just breathe in those lungs. And breathe right to the bottom of the lungs with a depth of appreciation that perhaps you've never even felt before or never even thought to experience before. And I want you to take your attention to all the unification and the harmony in your bodies. The miracle of the body as it digests the food. The miracle of the way the body is designed, the teeth to chew the food, the tongue to taste and swallow the food, the salivary glands to produce saliva, to allow us to eat. So the food is lubricated so that we can enjoy a meal, so that digesting the meal and the whole process from start to finish, as the liver produces all the things it needs to produce, as the pancreas balances the blood sugar, as the stomach produces the enzymes, as the bowels allow all the waste products to be excreted from the body. What a miracle our physical body is, and what a success story that our soul is housed in this physical body. So as you deepen into meditation, and maybe you are sat quietly, or maybe you sat on a sun lounger in the garden, maybe you're on a beautiful blanket in the garden, maybe you just laid on the bed or the sofa. There's never any rights or wrongs, because it's always what's right for you. But I want you to think about that word, success. He who has achieved success, who has lived well, laughed often, and loved much, who has enjoyed the trust of pure women, the respect of intelligent men, and the love of little children, who has filled his niche and accomplished his task, who has left the world better than when he found it, whether by an improved poppy, a perfect poem, or a rescued soul, who has never lacked appreciation of earth's beauty or failed to express it, who has always looked for the best in others and given them the best he had, whose life was an inspiration, whose memory a benediction. Bessie Anderson Stanley wrote that about continued success. I want you to take your attention to a beautiful ocean with beautiful waves. And I want you to feel the power of the ocean, the power of the waves. And the power of the waves come from underneath. And our power comes from inside. It comes from within us. Just breathe that energy in. And just allow yourself to allow that word success to echo in your full body. Maybe you feel it in your head, your third eye, maybe your crown center or your viracocha. Maybe you feel it in your belly, in the heart, in the womb space. Maybe you feel it at the bottom of your spine or tingling in your feet. Maybe you feel it everywhere. Think of the success of the wave action. How the power of the waves and the power of water can bring such a beautiful joy to us as we listen to the sound of the waves. As the waves shape and form an island, form the cliffs, form the rocks, as the ocean provides a home for many, many, many species of fish and maybe mammals, such as the whales and the dolphins. Think of the success of the ocean, allowing the beautiful sunlight to reflect back. Maybe even the reflection of a still ocean with the reflection of the moon smiling back at you. Maybe some of you are very aware of the power of the ocean. Maybe you're a sailor. Maybe you're a fisherman. Maybe you felt the strength of the waves. And we talk about the waves of our emotions. And of course, by learning to master our emotions rather than to react to them, perhaps that's what success really is. Perhaps success is learning to listen to our spiritual gifts. Perhaps it's learning to listen to the heart and the soul. Perhaps it's acknowledging our abilities, spiritual intelligence, emotional intelligence. Perhaps it's acknowledging our integrity, our ability to remain calm in the eye of the storm, our ability to be flexible. Perhaps it's our ability to appreciate. Perhaps it's our ability to show love for ourselves and for others. Perhaps it's the ability to ride on the crest of the wave, knowing that this too will pass. And just as Buddha said, we can never walk in the same river twice. Every single wave has its own beauty, its own strength, its own power, just as each of us have our own strength and our own power. Maybe success is learning from all our experiences, taking the life lessons and the wisdom that we were meant to learn, bringing forgiveness and compassion to ourselves, nurturing ourselves and being patient with ourselves. Maybe success is appreciating our soul purpose, appreciating our connection. And maybe, just maybe, it's allowing ourselves to be able to fulfill what we came here to do on a soul level. Maybe it's learning to smile a bigger smile, to hug a better hug, to dance the dance of life in a better way. And I'll leave you there for a little while, because of course, just like the waves in the ocean, with the undercurrents and the strength underneath, we're all different. And each and every day can be a success story if we focus on what brings us success in the true, heart-centered, soul-focused way. By sharing and empowering others, we empower ourselves. So enjoy these few moments and allow yourself to digest and really think about fulfillment, success, the bigger smile, the bigger heart, the bigger connection, so that you can become a vast ocean of joy, peace, trust, grace, and so much more. And for those of you that want to stay in meditation now, just do so. For those of you that are ready to come back into the here and now, just take 3 deep breaths in. Give an appreciation for all that you are and all that you have, connecting more to your inner strength, to your beautiful abilities, with a beautiful smile from ear to ear. And maybe if some of you have had quite powerful revelations from this meditation, it may be worth writing in your journal. And if you haven't got one, you can use any simple A4 pad. Namaste, everyone. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.